Amended. Join me in the pledge of allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the consent regular agenda.
So moved.
Motion Mr. Lewis, second by Mr. Crownover to adopt the consent regular agenda. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion carried. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Mr. Campbell, second by Mr. Walker to approve the consent agenda. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Under new business, Mr. Beaton, the virtual school application, second reading.
Yes, sir. Last board meeting, we had the first reading of the virtual school application. I'd be glad to answer any questions about it, gentlemen. We do have to pass it on both, second reading, of course, to submit the application to the state. Just a quick review of our purpose behind this. It offers options. One of the things that we're seeing happen across Tennessee, and certainly in Henderson County, is we are losing students to homeschooling. This is a no-cost option under the virtual school that continues to keep them enrolled with us under our auspices. Unfortunately, with a lot of homeschooling, there's not oversight like there needs to be inside that home. Here, certified educators, counselors that are part of the virtual school will be able to keep up with them. They'll be part of us, still under the rule of our attendance. In other words, if they're not engaging daily, it will count as an attendance event, and ultimately they can end up before truancy. So it has safeguards that way. There are some other benefits to it in terms of education of unique type courses where we could allow students who might not be able to fit it in their schedule to work through our virtual school while being in a regular school to complete another course. It just expands the range of what they could do in that way. One of our main purposes in pursuing it, though, is we have an issue with chronic absenteeism across the district. Once again, it's across the state, across the nation since the COVID outbreak. But it is one way to battle that as well with students with health issues. Instead of homebound, which has kind of a loose network in terms of oversight of their education, it'll be mainstreamed under this curriculum. We realize there's going to be some challenges. It's also cost effective, by the way. I don't want to over feature the cost, but we do. If somebody's going to go homeschool, then that's their intent. And we provide this option of our virtual school. Those monies with that student do stay with us, and we're able to use that for the technology and the personnel to deliver education to them, allowing them to get a regular diploma from a public high school, us in Tennessee, when they complete it. We do know there's considerations as we go forward once our application is approved, training of our teachers, technical support for our students, but we've got that covered in terms of Chromebook and technology for internet access, and there will need to be rigorous oversight. And that's been one of the issues of the committee that is heading this up, that we've got to maintain really good business standards and oversight of this under a separate school number with a principal and staff that maintains contact with these children. I'm a believer in this, and I think it'll be beneficial to our district.
I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
So, it'll have its own principal and own staff. Will it be current teachers, or will they be also teaching regular classes and virtual classes?
No, in the broader sense. John, it will have its own principal. There will be its own staff. It may be a small staff, 3 to 4 that work at it full time. But, and I think I used this example last time, since it has to be under a certified teacher, let's say one of our students wants to take physics, under Ms. General Castleberry, or an advanced math class under Ms. Vineyard at Scottsville. They would be able to do that, and we would be able to compensate a teacher if she uses her plan time. But that would be entirely by their choice. It will not be mandated for any of our teachers that are full-time teachers in brick and mortar buildings to teach those classes. So it would provide an opportunity for some of our teachers to make a little money during their plan time. They help out. But the intent is to have a place, one of the 3 buildings, probably over here, on the high school property, Lexington High School property, where they will operate from that hub. Because there has to be a place where they come and test. Their state testing, that is, has to be done, proctored under professional staff.
Right.
I hope it answered the question.
Yeah, it did. The main thing, we're gonna be able to offer these kids, same thing the other kids are getting in, I guess, that's what you just now said, I guess.
Yes, Steve, by law, we have to. They would be under our board mandated and state mandated graduation requirements. It would be through a program. I had Thomas Garner, our technology coordinator or supervisor, show me examples today of the instruction the way it's delivered via video and how the tests work and all that. But those exact courses that are required for state graduation are there, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, one more.
Yeah.
The structure of the virtual school, is that contracted out, or is that something that we develop internal?
No, we have partnered with a vendor.
Okay,
A vendor.
I meant,
That
okay,
would
vendor, I just didn't know the right word. Is it contract?
It's a contract with the
Yeah.
vendor. So it's the same thing, that they would deliver the content online on their platform. Some of it's dedicated platform, but the material to the children will be delivered online, so that virtual product can do that from home with internet access.
And it'll be consistent with what they're learning if they were in the brick and mortar.
Yes, the standards align with what is in the brick and mortar, correct? Yeah.
Make that motion.
Second. Motion by Mr. Harrington, second by Mr. Campbell. 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, yes, 5,
Yes.
6,
Yes.
7,
Yes.
motion carried. Mr. Beecham, under item B.
The amended policy 6.40 student counseling program. From time to time, TSBA recommends that we update our policies. There'll be a month. There's 1 or 2 months a year where we do a bunch of them. This one is kind of an outlier. We talked about it in November, but we didn't really get it adopted. It's been 20 years since the counseling program has been updated. It now includes the vision statement for our Henderson County counselors. And embedded in this is those guidelines of those main areas that they have to focus on: academic development, social and emotional development, college and career readiness. It's and it has to be aligned with the Tennessee Comprehensive School Model, basically, is what this is saying, that it's updated to reflect the language Tennessee School Board Association would like for us to do. But it's really more of a record-keeping thing, update than anything.
Make a motion to approve this policy.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Lewis, second by Mr. Walton to approve the policy. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The next board meeting will be on May the 9th, but I would like to caution you, gentlemen, we should have firm budget numbers from the state somewhere in the middle of this month, and at that time, we'll need to call a work session to discuss the budget. Don't know when that'll be. We hope around the 15th we get the firm numbers. Is that correct? Somewhere?
Typically, the middle of the month, that's when they drop.
And then we need to have a work session before the May board meeting, before we approve it, so they will do this. That's the plan, everything changes. Right, yeah. All right, Mr. Beach, you got any closing comments, updates?
Just a couple of things, spring sports, mentioned it last month, but participation is going great. Been able to see most of our sports in action, a lot of good things, a lot of our children and young people competing across the county, and it's a good thing to see. We have 1 full week of instruction left in the classroom before our TCAP and TCAP and EOC launches. It's 2 weeks before EOC, but TCAP on April the 15th, when we return from that weekend, is when the window opens. And by Tuesday the 16th, all of our elementary schools will be testing, which kind of signifies in many ways the end of the year. After that, it's field trips, graduations, those sort of things, proms. And so just wanted to put that on your radar. I want to give a shout out to our staff, the resiliency of our staff across the district. I've been in our schools a lot in the last month, and we have some of the finest people that really love our kids, from the south end of the county to the north end of the county, west and east, and I'm just very appreciative of them. In looking at budget numbers going forward, projected budget for this past year, revenues for general purpose fund 141, which is our main one, 82% of that budgeted for human capital, for our people. And so that's where the majority of our money goes. And I don't think we can pay them enough, but I'm proud of them. They're doing a good job across the district.
I will open the public comment section up. We have 2 items on the agenda tonight we're taking action on. We'll open the floor now for any comments.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mr. Crowe, and a second by Mr. Campbell to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All